Hey there, this is Bill Sallade, your home inspector. I wanted to go over the photo summary with you. You'll be able to find more deficiencies in the body of the report, items that don't have photos. So I want to go over the photos with you. This is the front of the house. This is the electrical panel. All the arc fault breakers were tested, and 3 of them did not trip, and that was the kitchen, powder bath, and the freezer GFCIs did not trip when tested. The left side hose bib or faucet and the back faucet dripped during operation. This is the dryer vent, nice and clean on the inside. Of course, it's brand new. The shelves, the top shelves, many of them were not caulked yet, and they need caulking on the top shelves. It's very common with new construction. The guys just forget to get their ladder out for the closets. This door in the left hallway bathroom was ghosting and needs to be adjusted. I've got a video of that here shortly. This is the framing in the attic. It all looked good. Didn't see any deficiencies with the framing. This is some hot day foot traffic or abrasion damage. This is a torn shingle here. It's on the right side slope of the right front dormer. This shingle needs to be replaced. This is some more abrasion damage. It's just where someone walked on the roof with improper shoes on a hot day. Just replace this shingle and this one. Chimney looked good. Just some general pictures of the roof. It was in good condition, except for those few areas in this one. This is where they did some temporary repairs with some caulking. Caulking makes a good temporary repair, but it's not a permanent. The damaged shingles should be replaced. This is that same shingle with a hole in it again. There should be a Z flashing above here so the water doesn't sit up at the top of the 1x4 above the window. This is a piece of damaged siding at the right front dormer. More Z flashing is recommended at the top of this 1x4. Infrared images of the electrical panel. You can see the warm areas are the arc fault breakers. They have circuitry inside them that generate some heat, but none of them were close to 140 degrees. So it's fine. This is typical warming for arc fault breakers. These are hot water picks. I want to make sure that you've got hot water. This one right here is a kitchen sink. This is a bathroom sink and the toilet. Toilets, I want to make sure that you've got cold water. So sink, another sink, shower, master tub. These are all hot water. Cold water in the toilet. Hot water in sink, cold water in another toilet, hot water in a tub. These are the hot air picks from running the heater. You notice some of the temperatures are over 130 degrees. There's 146, 136. This could be simply because of that one's pretty high. The dirty filter. The filters were so dirty they actually whistled when the air conditioning came on. When the furnace came on. Actually, it's not a furnace, it's a heat pump. But when it came on, the airflow is restricted by the filter so much that the filters whistled. So that needs to be looked at by an HVAC contractor after the filters have been replaced. Make sure everything's okay with the unit because these temperatures were excessive. And then this is the infrared scan. Right here we're in the master bedroom. And those are just framing members. I warmed up the house enough that you can actually see where the framing is. So the blue is the framing members. And there's just the framing members, and there's the normal digital image. This is some more framing. You can see that heat rises because as the house was warming from 60 degrees inside to 70 degrees inside, it heated the wall up from the top down. Master bedroom. This is the master bath. You can see this little spot here where it's a little cooler than the yellow areas. That looks like the insulation's not making full contact with the drywall. That's between the master tub and the master shower. There's a digital image so you can see for comparison. And there's the difference. So you can see that 73 degrees at the bullseye. And if we go back to the cooler area, it was 70 degrees. So I don't think there's missing insulation. I just don't think it's making contact with the drywall. This is just some framing in the master bathroom. This is the master closet, just showing some framing members. And this here is some more framing in the master closet. More framing. I believe this is the pantry type closet off the laundry room. Oh, it's still the master closet. This is a cool spot in the nook. So it's 79 degrees on the well insulated part of the wall, 74 degrees on the cooler spot there near the crown molding in the nook. There it is, nook. Then this spot here I was a little worried about, but it's stone and it's right on an exterior wall, so I don't think there's anything missing. I think it's just the cold from outside cooling down the concrete, and the stone as well is still cold because it was 60 degrees when I got there today. This is the ceiling in the family room. Just see the framing members. It looks good. And then get to the kitchen ceiling. And there is a cold spot above the oven, or the countertop right to the left of the oven. There's a cold spot on the ceiling. Appears that there's just some insulation that's been pushed out of the way. This is a cold spot in the study, on the study wall above the window. Recommend that be looked at and corrected. Study wall. And this is some framing pictures. You can see there's no missing insulation. It's just framing members in the left rear bedroom. And then this is the video I wanted to show you of the leaking faucet. So if I push play here, you can see it's leaking at the handle and from the pressure cap area. Let's skip to the next one. And there's the one at the back of the home. You can see it's leaking there at the handle and at the pressure cap. And this is me testing the pressure relief, TPR, temperature pressure relief valve on the water heater. It tested just fine. And didn't leak into the garage, which is always good. This is a ceiling fan that was out of balance. These videos are kind of hard to watch, but if you look, you might be able to see a little bit of a wobble to it. And then this is the hallway bathroom door, left hallway bath. You see nobody's touching it. The door just swings a little bit on its own, just quietly and slowly. So they can adjust the hinges and that would stop that. And then the rest of the pictures in this are in the report. So I'm going to switch over to the report now. And I wanted to just go over a few things. The grading and drainage around the home look good. The roof covering, I tried to put some arrows so I could show you some of the deficiencies that we went over in the pictures. The roof structure, the attic ladder is missing some nails on the brackets on the right and left side. On the wall, there was no support at the intersection where two pieces of shelving meet in the pantry and the laundry room pantry as well. There's still some caulking and paint touch-ups needed. This is the master bedroom and this is the left rear bedroom. And then the upper shelves and the closets need to be checked and caulked. There's that dormer I showed you earlier. And these are a couple illustrations to show you what Z-flashing looks like. There's a seam very visible in the kitchen right next to the pantry. You might want to have that touched up. Take a look at it next time you're out there and see if it bothers you. And then these are deficiencies that are not listed or not shown in photos. Deadbolt for the front door needs to be adjusted so it goes in all the way. And then the ghosting door, which you saw the video for. Fireplace and chimney were fine. Patio was good. This is what the infrared image report will look like in the report. Electrical panel. This is where you've got the arrow showing you which breakers did not trip when the buttons were pushed. And the infrared images were good. This I wanted to go over with you. I know there's a lot of pictures, but I wanted it to be easier for you and your builder to find which ones of the outlets were loose. So as you can see, this is the garage, and these outlets were loose in the garage, and so on. Heating and air conditioning system. These are just pictures for the heater and the cooling system, which was too cold outside to test it today. And then ductwork. The filters are real dirty. Other than that, the ductwork looked fine. Picture of the well equipment. The pressure tank in the garage. And the insulation needs repaired. And then this one's a big one. There was a leak found in the wellhead. So in here, underneath this capstone, where the wellhead comes up in the front yard, I found the piping was wet, and that needs to be looked at by a licensed plumber. Caulking touch-ups in the master bathroom. All the drains were good. Took a look at the septic tanks. They looked fine. I'm not a septic specialist, just let you know. I'm also not a well specialist, but did my best to check it out for you. Dishwasher was good. Disposal was good. Hood was good. Cooktop and oven were fine. Microwave was good. Bathroom exhaust fans, they're vented to the soffit. This was okay for a lot of years, but a few years back they made us, they changed the rule, and now you have to put a new hole in the roof and a new roof cap. So just so you know, that doesn't meet modern standards, venting to the soffit, although anyway, it was good for a lot of years. There is no garage door opener. Dryer vent we saw already, and I hope you appreciate that. Please read the entire report, because a lot of the deficiencies are not listed in the report. I'm sorry, they're not shown in photos, but I want you to be able to read the entire report, especially the items that are highlighted or blue. Have a good day.